The draw simultaneously for the quarter-final and semi-finals of the Europa League has just been announced. We have got Granada, not the television network that brought us the great, cherished and loved Coronation Street. And if we beat them over 2 legs, in the semi-final we could face Ajax, who we beat in 2017 to lift the trophy aloft, or Roma, who have Enin Dzeko, and none other than Mike Schmorlin, that he was christened back in the day by Louis van Gaal. So hopefully, if we get past Granada, we can face Roma, and Chris Smalling can have his reunion back at Manchester United, this time as a Roma player. So that would be good, wouldn't it, to see him back. I know next to nothing about Granada. I've watched them several times on highlights, glimpses. I don't know whether they've got strengths. I don't know whether they've got weaknesses. I don't know any of their plays that springs off the top of my head, but we can't underestimate them. They're unknown quantity. We have to be mentally straight, we have to be mentally prepared, and we can't just think it's going to be an easy win, walk in the park, easy peasy. We have to set our stall out and make sure that we don't come up a cropper. So, are we going to win this competition? Not for me. I don't see us winning this competition. I just don't. I think we'll fall at the final hurdle. Maybe there's a pun intended there, or maybe there isn't. So, we'll wait and see, but for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still not going to win us a trophy. When the going gets tough, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets going, but not in a good way. And top Reds and Pogba Rimmers yesterday foamed at the mouth because Paul Pogba changed the game. Yeah. They do realise, didn't they? They only needed 1 goal to go through, yeah? Odd that. He did nothing, Paul Pogba, that I have not seen, saw before. And let's not forget, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stumbled across bringing on Paul Pogba because Rashford was clearly injured and uncomfortable throughout that first half. And you can see in training that he was clinching the injured part of his body. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has put him through the ringer again. And this is a carbon copy of what Rafa Benitez did at Liverpool to Fernando Torres. He played him time and time again through the playing barrier. He then got taken off against Birmingham City and he was never seen from then on in. Rafa Benitez, who eventually went to Chelsea. Torres went to Chelsea for 50 million, memory serves me right, and that was a complete and utter nightmare. A recipe for disaster. He didn't cover himself in glory and he basically crippled his career. And the same is going to happen to Rashford if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't stop chomping at the bit to play him because he's worried about his job. You know? Pogba, people think that he come onto the pitch, he had his Superman cloak on, he had his Batman cloak on, but we know Paul Pogba was inconsistent. That performance does not impress me. It just generally doesn't. I don't know why people keep raving about it. And if you bet your bottom dollar in the summer, in the Euros, he'll shout his mouth off again and he'll slag off our great club. He's done it time and time again and he gets away with it. He gets away with things that other players at Man United would not. Yeah? And Pogba fanboys, the same ones by the way who wanted Pochettino, you do realise, don't you, yeah? At the weekend just gone, they lost against Nantes, who were in the relegation places, right? The first time they beat PSG since 2001-2002 season. And if Poch doesn't win the league, or the Champions League, which he won't, then he'll get the sack. He'll get the bullet and he'll be jobless again. And I can't wait to see that. So there you go. So, we've got Leicester next. I watched Leicester last time I got Sheffield United. Pereira played 45 minutes, then went off. Perez back from injury, played 75 minutes, and then went off. Iniesta got his first hat-trick for Leicester City. They won't have Harvey Barnes back, but they could have Madison back. So we'll see what materials there. But that'll be a tough game, and it won't be for the faint-hearted. And for me, it's not going to be an automatic win. It'll be tough because Leicester will have a week's rest. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.